Come on in, come on in, come on in. So we're here with Antoine. He's here with us again. Yes, yes. Alright, so today, what we gonna talk about, Antoine? What we gonna talk about? And everything, wait a minute, everything we talked about is allegedly. And then what they say, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Even though it's true, but allegedly. Alright, what we talking about?
Talking about that pastor you said got robbed. Got robbed.
Wait a minute, not what I said. That pastor said he got robbed.
He said he got robbed. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He said he got robbed. But my spiritualness, when I saw it, it didn't rob with my spirit. And I do have a good thing of discernment. Antoine can tell you, because I didn't even know you were dating. Yeah. And I had a word for him. That was so funny, because you was like, how you know somebody told you?
Yeah. And I showed you the picture and you saw exactly the person.
Yeah.
When I showed you.
Yeah, because I was like, send me the picture, I'll show you which one it was.
That was the one, yeah.
Right, so, I get like messages from my friends, you know. And so anyway, so what I'm saying is I have a good way of discernment, and when I saw that video, it just didn't seem real.
Not at all.
Yeah, so
not at all.
And when you walk with God, you can see through stuff.
I take it back to, I was telling Keshia, back in the day what they used to say. Back in the day, bootleg preachers. And I take it back to that, bootleg preachers. That, you know, and it shows by walking example. It shows by the walk, what you say out your mouth, because the word says it. Trees will bear the fruit that we have on them. So that goes to show. So when you talking about knuckling up and going in the ring with other people who are on radio stations, and you saying all these other words to other people, that's not the way God wants us to step out and be. So that's already saying it right there. It's showing the fruit you bear, you know. And I don't know if he gonna see this or whatever, but still at the same time, I'm just saying, you can see it.
Yeah. And
that's the reason why I say the terminology, what they said back then, bootleg preachers. Those ones who are getting in the pulpit, preaching to the people, but still at the same time wanting to be that same life they used to live and be. You know, and all of us struggle, don't get me wrong. We all struggle with what we struggle with. We deal with what we deal with. Even that pastor, he may be struggling with what he's struggling with. But when you step out as a leader, you are stepping out as an example. That's the only thing that I'm saying. You're stepping out as an example. Lay members, people just coming into church, they gonna still have their stuff with them, and people will accept that, but they won't accept it from a pastor or a leader, somebody who's leading the people, because you're supposed to be leading the people. You're supposed to be showing them the right way to go. So that's all I'm saying. You should be leading the people the right way and putting them in the right position. And some of the stuff I've heard you say heard him say, I'm not just going to, heard him say, and he put out there, I just feel as though could have handled it in a better way, being a man of God. It could have been dealt in a better way and said in a better way. Because we have to watch our words and our terms when we are saying we are of God. And I know I know your defense is probably going to be saying that, well, this is who I am, this is what but at the same time, even in the word, God says he changed us from what we were. We're no longer what we were. We're new creatures now. Exactly. So if we're new creatures, that means God has changed us into totally new beings. Meaning, even though I may talk to people the way, and God allowed me to use my term or my lingo to talk to people the way I do, still at the same time, I feel as though my way is still in His position and what He's has me to go in. Even though I may talk to people on their terminology while you out here, that's a different story, you know. I do that. I'll talk to people where they can understand it out here. And He'll give me that. But still at the same time, you can't be the type to think that, oh, I can handle it the way I used to handle it back in the day, and this is the way I'm going to do it, and this is the way I'm going to say it. No, because certain things are just too out there. You're going too far with it.
Exactly.
And God will let you talk to people in the terminology they understand. When you out there on the street and you minister and you out there, you know, outreaching, He going to let you talk to them the way you talk to them. I've talked to people sometime the way I know to talk to them out there. You know, but I'm still not going to be out here just cussing them out, fussing them out, calling them names and stuff like this because I get upset with them. No, I got to learn that the Spirit is in me, so I have to show them something different. You know.
Yeah. And sometimes we need to just listen.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think he was listening to all they were saying. He just went off talking about they laughing about my daughter, the gun up to my daughter.
That's the thing.
And that wasn't
defense.
Even, yeah.
The wall.
It was like...
Mm-hmm. He just seen that and didn't really take the time to listen at
Right.
what was really going on. And that's the thing about it when stuff happens. Sometimes we don't take the time to listen and take that time out to really see what's going on and what people are saying. We just go off of one or two people.
Right.
And that's it.
And like, I know for me, I've been revisiting, I've been in my spirit to revisit certain books of the Bible, like
Mm-hmm.
Timothy
Mm-hmm.
and Colossians, Corinthians.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, there's been some other ones I've been reading too. But I think a lot of times these pastors and preachers forget that God knows the inner,
Mm-hmm.
and even though people see in the outer, and that you shouldn't be rushing to be a leader, being a teacher, because you're going to be judged more strictly.
Exactly.
And I was,
no joke.
And I think that's one of the reasons why I've been
joke.
running from my own calling, because I'm like, I don't want to be the one to be judging more strictly.
You in control of people's
Right.
souls.
And
no joke.
And it's like people can see your outside. They get like, you're watching me, but God sees in the inside,
Mm-hmm.
sees my heart.
Yeah.
You know, and what spirit I'm operating in. And I think that these preachers and teachers and evangelists
Mm-hmm.
and whoever, these leaders, need to revisit their Bible and read the Word.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So like, I was having a conversation with my friends. I was like, we all bottled in our own issues.
Mm-hmm.
And scared, being timid to talk in front of people and stuff. I said, but we're letting other people that's not supposed to be having that role come up because we being silent.
Exactly.
And we the ones that we know we called, but we need to go out there so these other ones don't have to go up there who just went.
Exactly.
Leading the people astray into other ways
Yes.
that they don't need to be, going. Like, it's time to open up their Bible.
Yes.
So, I've been talking to them because, and with like, actually this happened yesterday. So I was watching this, I forgot what I was watching on YouTube and the commercial came on and it was about the River Church, Baltimore. So I was like, oh, they evangelizing, they out there on the street, they doing this, they all this and all that. So I said, I might want to visit their church. But I also, before I was like, oh, I'm going to go there, I had to look and see, what they believe in. That's important. Make sure you see their mission and what they believe, because everybody don't believe in the Trinity and things like that. So you got to make sure, that's that y'all on the same accord, one accord. And so then I was read about the pastor said he had a strong you know, feeling that God was pulling him from Florida to Baltimore. And I'm like, we are here in Baltimore, and God got to pull someone from Florida.
Yeah. Well, see.
So it was like a wake-up call for me. It was.
I can go into deeper stuff with that, and that's the sad part about it. The churches here need to step up, but I don't want to go there, but they need to step up, and that's the problem right now. That's why you see so much going on. Violence. You know, you see churches on every corner.
Right. And the liquor store.
It's like no deliverance, and that's where deliverance should be happening. If churches on every corner, those blocks should be delivered. Meaning they should be going out there evangelizing, talking to those people, bringing the souls in, and stuff happening. So Baltimore right now, I hate to say it, a lot of these churches have no power right now. I hate to say that because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not doing it. They're not doing it what they're supposed to do, but that's a whole nother conversation. I ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah, we need to get back to prayer and fasting.
Yeah.
Prayer and fasting.
Yeah.
Prayer and fasting. Prayer and fasting.
Yeah.
Especially now. Yeah. But we gonna get back to the fake pastor, but it was just something that was was up in my spirit, you know. And you know, but then you have to realize you have to face your calling and go out there with, you know, God called you to do. But it's too many of these fake ones out there that's going, because the ones that really supposed to be out there kind of being timid, and we need to get out of that.
Definitely. Yes.
And get out and do what we need to do, what we called to do, because we can't be having too many of these pastors robbing the congregation, the women, and you know. And this is another thing. Women, when you go to a church and you don't see that many men, something wrong. Let me tell you why. Because the men say, man recognize game. Men recognize game. So,
yeah.
Someone told me that, and it was a man. They was like, yeah, I can't sit under him because I recognize his game.
Many times I've done that. And I knew something was wrong with that person. I couldn't sit underneath them. Then it comes out years down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's how I felt when, I know a lot of people got stuff to say with Jamal, but we ain't talking about Jamal right now. But the pastor that took over the church, I was like, something not right. And then, that's how I know it. I mean, it's not funny, but I'm just saying the discernment. Not the one that's there now, because the one that's there now is from Alabama.
Okay.
You know, I haven't really like watched some. I saw some of the stuff. I think maybe a little clip, but I haven't really like, you know, sat there. Yeah. But the one that came after Jamal had left, there was a pastor. He it was like I even tried to watch one of his sermons, but it just wasn't.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, it maybe a few years later, he done stole all the money from the church and paid off all his bills and stuff and like that. And it was just like, wow. So I think, so then they had to get the church back out of that. But it was just that sometimes, like, even the females could recognize the game. Because I was like, I can't do that. And one of my other friends, I ain't even know, she had went there and was like, yeah, she just wasn't feeling it. So sometimes I think we be trying to be balling, living in these big houses, driving these nice cars. But sometimes you need to just say, when the time is right, God will bless me with that. But right now, let me take care of his sheep.
Yes.
And we're supposed to take care of his house first. Once you take care of the Lord's house, then he will give you blessings and blessings and blessings.
Exactly. But that's the sad part about it.
Yeah, so, and don't get me wrong, I know we all fall short. Yeah. But when we are leaders, we need to do a little bit more better. Not saying you're not going to make mistakes, but sometimes we just have to do a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because you're turning people away from God. You're turning people away from the fellowship of being in with because people say, yeah, I believe in God, but I just stay home. I just read my Bible.
Yeah, it's true.
And I can get that in a way, but we also know that God believes like in community. Because when we get to heaven, you ain't going to be over there in that corner. We can be all worshiping him together.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah,
you get used to it now. I mean, I don't think people really get it.
No,
and the seriousness of it. It's no joke.
You don't get it. You don't.
And like, I don't know what happened to him in his childhood or his relationship with his mother or his relationship with his father, but whatever that man is going through, it is something deep rooted.
What, that pastor?
Yeah, the fake pastor. Something is deep rooted. And if I don't even want to concentrate on him, but if I concentrate on him more, God will probably God will give me stuff about people, and then I would just bring it to them, and then they'd be like, yeah, you're right. But I don't want to, because I don't even want to have any connection with him. It's like, so he don't need to tell me nothing about it. It'd be bad enough I be having to tell y'all messages and stuff. I be like, what? Yes, like I be like, why God? Why you gotta tell me? I don't want to tell them.
It's crazy.
And that's what I tell my friends. I be like, look, I be like, I love y'all, but I say, just know that it's not coming from a bad place. This was told to me, So I have to tell you because sometimes when you tell people stuff, they don't want to hear it, and then they be dismissing you. Don't even want to be your friend anymore.
You don't want to do with you.
Yeah. So I'm glad I have friends that are mature and accept the gift that God has put on my life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because what was you thinking at first? Kesha, my business?
Oh no. What you said was right on point at the time that was going on. So it had happened months beforehand, and I had already taken care of that situation. And then you had told me after it happened. And like I said, I showed you the picture of the person, and you said it was that person.
Yeah, I was like, send me a picture because I was describing her and everything.
Yeah, so I sent you a couple pictures of
it was several pictures, and I was like, it's this one right here.
Yeah, you picked out the one that I was. I think I sent about you maybe five different ones I was dealing with at that time, just hanging out with. Yeah.
Cause I was like, why I'm dreaming about him? That's how I was, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what I was like, he dating? I was like, I didn't even know he was dating. And like I called him, I was like, you dating?
Yeah.
Or I think, no, you couldn't answer the phone or something, but I texted you, and I was like, you dating?
Yeah.
And you
I sent you a text back and said, yeah.
Well, who told you? How you know? You seen me?
I think I said you see me on the social media or something. I think I asked you to see me on the internet or something. Said, how did you date? I said something.
Yeah, how did I know? I was like, no, I didn't see you. So we just need that pastor to get his life together. And actually, in my opinion, I think he needs to just step down.
Yeah, they do that for a little while. So, nobody jumping on you, attacking you, but just your actions is just showing that.
You're showing that you're not. Like, you need to go back and read Timothy first and 2 Timothy. I'm serious. And the other books that I was reading, like, you really Thessalonians. Look, I'm pronouncing it wrong. Go ahead.
Thessalonians.
Yeah. Oh, I had it right. Okay.
Thessalonians. Yeah.
Cause I be in the book, I be like, oh Lord. But I know we had those right. But when they get to the names.
Oh no, I know.
And
Some of them names.
Right. I be like, what? And I be trying. So then I get my phone and have the man read the Bible. And then I'll practice with.
He'll say.
Right.
Yes.
I be like, I can't be up there trying to read something. Oh my gosh, like when they called me to read the Bible, like in the class, the lady was calling, like in Bible studies, calling them random people to read the Bible. I was like, Lord, please let it be something I can read. You know, because you don't want to be all stuttering and all that stuff in front of people.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, it happens. But yeah, I was just like, oh Lord, please let it be a passage that I can read that you call on me. Whew, because yeah. But yeah, so pastors, teachers, leaders, get back to your word. Read your word.
Please.
Okay? It's not about if you have the biggest house. Not about you having the nicest car, your Bentleys and Mercedes. It's not about you having the nice clothes and your nails done every week and your hair cut and the gator shoes and Louis Vuitton suits and bags and stuff. It's about getting these souls saved.
That's what it's about.
Alright? When you take care of those souls and those things will come.
Yes.
But like if I even had I don't think I'd be wanting away all that stuff anyway. Because it's not, it's not even necessary. Did you see he had that whole darn suit on? And see how big the congregation was? It's small, full of women. It's like you said, the fruit. The fruit.
Fruit you bad.
Yeah, and it's a lot of women in there, and men recognize game. Especially if they was out there in the streets before. They recognize that game.
Yeah.
They recognize that game.
You know how to know a woman that guys, so you guys know how to do that. You got to give the gab. Give the gab. They know how to lure women in.
They talk to a woman so good, her underwear just fall right on.
Exactly.
Talking right on off.
Yes.
So be careful. Be careful. And especially women when you're mourning. Even men, because that's when them demons will come.
Yeah.
They try to get you while you weak.
Yes. Yes, it will.
Weak.
Yes.
So yeah. This was a good funny conversation.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was.
Oh gosh. As always, thank you for tuning in to Come Bling with me. Let your light shine in every aspect of your life. Until next time, shine and please.